Greetings, sir and sirettes, you beautiful, beautiful people, and welcome once more to Plague Inc. Evolved with me, Lathrix. Today is a day to be celebrated. Today will be the day that all of the Mega Brutals are finally complete for me. Today we'll be tackling the Fungus, widely regarded as one of the most boring diseases in the game. I think it is simply challenging, and I've figured out a fun way to play it as well, which makes it all the better. And it all revolves around pathostasis. Continuing, Mega Brutal, Lathrix. I think it's only fitting that I named the last disease for myself. And don't worry, I will definitely be playing Plague Inc. after this is all over, so there's no real concern there. So, how do you make this fun? I hear you scream at the top of your lungs. Which you really shouldn't do, by the way, it's very rude. Well, you start off with a little rash, and then you begin to sweat. You are, pretty much at this stage, athlete's foot. However, we're not going to end there. Basically, we are rushing severity, and all will become clear as we continue. I need 10 for skin legions, so we do have to save up now, sadly, but that shouldn't take too long. Not too long at all, really. There you go, 10. So you go. Skin legions are now ours. Well, you get the idea. Brilliant. Increase our severity quite a lot. Coughing and sneezing would be awesome. So we're nausea. Now it comes time to make a decision. Do I go full on risk mode and get necrosis, or do I simply continue without it? So, this is the idea, sir and sirettes. Now time to reveal all. As you will probably know, the more severity you have, the higher DNA you get from red bubbles, plus the fact we've got the bonus to red bubbles means red bubbles are very, very good indeed. And of course you get those from spreading to new countries. The fungus doesn't spread too well, but with pathostasis, spore bursts don't increase in cost. I can literally right now get all of the spore bursts at once. And in effect, I think the total is 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, around about 20 countries at once. I'll actually get a huge amount of DNA from it due to my severity. If I get necrosis, my severity goes through the roof. It is sickeningly high. You get up to 5 DNA per spore burst. It is kind of shocking, but necrosis causes people to shut down their borders and of course their docks very quickly, which can be a big concern if your spore bursts don't happen to get the islands, which can happen. So it's a risk thing. I could do it now and get less DNA, or I could get necrosis and become the most brutal DNA factory in the world, but potentially lose because of it. It's really up to me, and I can't decide. So I'm really honestly swaying towards necrosis because it is just that damn fun. But we are getting DNA very slowly, which is kind of skewing my view the other way. There we go, we've got enough to do it. Necrosis and a single spore burst. Where do we land? We land in the Baltic states, and then we land next to us, which is a bit of a shame. Now, basically, you're going to want to do it one at a time for one good reason. If you multiple do spores, there's a chance you can actually land in the same country and they literally negate each other. That can actually happen. Okay, we are killing very fast, but of course the dead are still vectors of transmission because we have got necrosis. Boom! We are being very unlucky so far. We're not landing in the islands at all. We're still in the same landmass. One island has been got, that's good. New Zealand has been grabbed. So has Japan. Not really the big island I needed to get, but oh well. Not what I wanted. Come on, get another island. Nope, Canada is not an island, so I'm told. Oh dear. Okay. Spore eruption. Do it. No. We did get Australia though, it's okay. So for those who don't know, there is actually a mega spore now. Spore hardening. Hardens plague spores to survive in the air indefinitely. Spores continuously released. That is a great thing because it means we're still infecting new countries, but we do need to get more transmission, so we're going to go straight into extreme bioaerosol. We really need to get infecting very quickly. So, next we're also going to get resistances. Starting off with cold, just because we can get up there. Then we'll get drugs. Okay, so as you can see, our infectivity is slowed down significantly, which is very depressing. But we are extremely infectious, which means any country we land in, we're going to really infect. Which is great. So there we go. Let's get that level 2, and then we'll get cold level 2 next. Nausea got mutated. We'll actually get rid of that because there's no need for it. and any increased severity now is simply making it more likely they're going to close their borders quickly. We need to get into the islands very, very soon, is our problem. So what can we do? We could go into birds, and I think we actually will birds level 1 and 2. That'll increase our chance of spreading through land, which isn't really what we need, but more countries affected, more ships. God damn it, they're all shutting down their borders already. I'm thinking of actually getting rid of necrosis, but that is madness and it costs too much. We simply can't do it. Okay, we are now in Sweden at least, so we can possibly get to Greenland, hopefully. People are shutting down their borders left, right and centre. This will most likely end up in a failure. But you never... Oh, we are in Madagascar. We are on one of the islands. One of the major islands has become infected, but the Philippines hasn't, and the Greenland hasn't, and Philippines has just shut down its borders. Oh dear, so has Sweden. We are pretty much boned. Oh dear. Insomnia got mutated. That's almost good, I suppose. Oh well, let's start killing people. Screw it. Maximum infectivity with maximum death rate. There we go. Boom. Survive that then, you arseholes. If I'm going down, I'm going down with a fight. A really horrific fight which kills everyone I touch. Of course. Now, we could go into... Yeah, let's go into blood in case we get that rare event that we spread to a new country through blood transfusions. I think it's 30 for the next one. Yeah, let's get that next. Ta-da! Greenland, once again, has caused us to fail. Apparently so is Finland this time, which is quite an interesting one. We could slow down the cure. May as well. Why not? Boom. We need to kill everyone we can. Oh, we managed to get to Finland. Take that, Finland. You are not getting out of this alive. Now, what else can we use to try and get to a new country? There's not much we can do. Insects, I suppose, is good-ish. People are still dying left, right, and centre, which is kind of awesome. Let's try and get extreme I can't say it. Extreme hemophagy. Hemophagy. So it is just the Philippines and Greenland that are going to thwart us. That is very, very sad. The only two places that didn't get infected by my burst of infectivity. Oh, the sorrow. But we can always try again. Actually, that's what we'll do. After this, I will jump to when we're starting the spore burst again. And hopefully we will win next time. So join me again, Sir and Sirettes. I'll be back very, very soon. And we are back, Sir and Sirettes. Today, we've started in the Caribbean. And we're going to be Lathrix 2 to try and, yeah. Two things I've figured out. One, why not start in an island? Because normally, the reason you don't start in an island is, of course, there's no way to do land transmissions. So your early transmission is highly, highly slowed. So you can be found very easily and picked off. However, using this tactic, we don't care about that. So, what things am I going to do differently? Number one, I'm not getting necrosis. I'm only getting skin lesions. Because it will still give me up to 3 DNA. Which is more than enough. Secondly, I'm not doing every spore. I'm going to wait until near the end to get the last few spores down. Although it means that the DNA grabbed from those won't be as much use to us. Because of course more people infected equals things are more expensive. We should hopefully have enough stuff already by then. It shouldn't really be too much of a concern. So, we've just got skin lesions, which means begin the sporing. Ta-da! Okay. Hopefully we'll get some of the other islands. I'm hoping on Greenland, really, more so than anything else. Greenland, Australia, and Madagascar really are the places I want. And New Zealand, of course. So let's continue. Let's grab that. Boom! Yes, we've got Greenland and we got New Guinea, so that's quite good. New Guinea is normally quite easy to infect, but it's better than a non-island. So may as well do that. As you can see, we're not getting anywhere near as much DNA as the last attempt, but you can actually get 4 DNA from this. And we got Madagascar. Wonderful. And New Zealand! Oh, I am very, very confident about this now. Okay, so what do we get next? Next, we get the lovely resistances. Then we get water level... Okay, we can't get water level 1, but we'll get it in as soon as we can. We'll get water level 1. We are very infectious due to our symptoms, so it's not too much of a concern. We are still very infectious. We just need... Really... And again, I'm saving up for the last few spores, just in case some places resist our mighty embrace. We still haven't been found yet, which is good. We have now been found, but we're only being classed as a minor, not a severe. And of course we're not killing people, so it won't be too much of a concern. We're not getting new countries, which is kind of disturbing me. We're not actually spreading that quickly either, considering we've got all the resistances in the world. There we go, starting to spread now. It just took a while. Now we can go into water level 1 and 2 and hopefully start spreading from country to country. Wow, we're not in the Americas at all, really, which is kind of surprising, considering how many countries are there. Okay, let's get water level 2 as soon as we can. I'm thinking we might need to get that spore burst now before things get too expensive. I think that is worth it, yes, that's what we're going to do. Mega spore burst, bang! That actually got pretty much everywhere I wanted it to get other than the Philippines. So that's brilliant. Let's get water level 2 and air level 1 so we can start spreading from country to country a little bit more efficiently. And of course it just increases our infectivity full stop, which is great. Hopefully we'll get into the Philippines soon. So we're going to go into extreme bioaerosol, which will increase our chances of getting into boats and such. We'll also be getting bird level 1. Just level 1 because we can't afford level 2 really, but of course it did just cause that to happen, which is great. And then, I've almost forgot it, let's get spore hardening because we can, and let's hope that some spores land in the mighty Philippines. Hopefully it will, and I'm really hoping I'm not going to regret my decision of getting all those spores so early. Hopefully I won't, but it did seem like we was hitting a dead end. Come on, someone get to the Philippines. Just one person needs to get there, and then I think we could possibly win this game in a fun and exciting manner. Come on, someone. Generally speaking, the Philippines are quite easy to get to. I'm quite surprised no one's gone there yet. Let's get bird level 2 because it's still quite cheap, and hopefully that might get us there. No, it didn't. Nausea got mutated, which we're going to get rid of because we don't want any more severity right now. We need them to believe we're not as evil as they think we are. Oh, someone went to the Philippines but wasn't infected. God damn. Yes! Is there anywhere not infected? No, there's not. Okay. Necrosis and hemorrhagic shock straight away, and then we'll be going into the route of... Actually, we'll probably just get internal hemorrhaging next. Ta-da! You're all going to die horrifically. And of course, because we have necrosis, the dead people continue to spread our lovely disease. Okay, internal hemorrhaging, which will also give us the bonus of profuse bleeding? Yes. Profuse bleeding, which means even more lethality. Nausea got mutated again. Apparently really wants to be nauseous. Fine by me. The world is starting to die quickly now. Now the symptom has become fully in effect. Okay, what to get next? We could get fever, or we could start to hoard up DNA to defend ourselves. Ooh, what to do? Both are very nice options. I'm thinking we can kill quicker. We can be faster than this. Let's get tumors. It's quite a large lethality boost, so we can get more DNA per turn, hopefully. Okay, there's no point in buying a reshuffle until you're closer to being fully cured, because the more people dead, the cheaper it is. Okay. So, we're doing quite well, actually. This went much better than I expected, and now I've learned how to do it. Get skin lesions and be a bit more defensive with your spore use. It's certainly a fun way. It's probably not the best way. I'm sure there's better ways than this, but of course I don't really care. Okay, so genetic hardening level 1 because it's cheap. Boom, genetic hardening level 2 because it's cheap. Boom, and genetic reshuffle level 3. Boom. Down to there, and now I'm going to get more symptoms purely because it does actually decrease how far we are cured. So let's get all the cheaper ones. So the cheaper they are, the better they are. There we go, down to 44%. And the world is crumbling and dying. In fact, I think that deserves a drink. Lovely. So I hope you're having a great day, sir and sirettes. Please, make sure to check my Facebook on the side note, because I've finally finalised when I'm going to do my live stream, which will include Plague Inc, by the way. If there's scenarios, I will save them for them, even though they probably won't be out. It will be on the 27th of this glorious month, which is April, at 9 PM British summertime. Of course, there's going to be a major... what you call it? A major release, a major thing soon, an announcement to finalise that, which will be coming out this weekend. So don't worry if you don't know when British summertime is. Lathrix 2 to destroy humanity. Not quite as good as Lathrix 1, I admit, but of course, sequels never are quite as good as the original, are they? Other than Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 was freaking amazing. There we are. 3 stars. Not quite the best, but we had fun. Victory for LaughCorp. Of course, we press exit now and have a check. There they are. Every disease is done in Mega Brutal. Thank you for watching, Sir and Sir. This was an end of an era, but I will stay around. If you want me to do any particular achievements or anything for fun, please leave a comment below. I'll be taking suggestions once again now. Thank you again for watching and sticking with me throughout all this. It means the world that so many people are still here. Thank you again, and goodbye.